Hey guys, this is Mr. Fry. I am not well today. I spent most of the night throwing up, so I'm just recording this quick video for you and putting these slides in Otis so you can follow along. Today is conclusion day, so I was going to check in with you, but instead I just want you to think for yourself, maybe talk to your neighbor about how your essay is coming along and talk about it a little bit, okay? And then the rest of the period will be about conclusions. So by Tuesday, you should have both body paragraphs completed and your conclusion completed. But I know many of you are running behind, so just do your best. Since I'm not there today, I might extend the due date, but don't bank on it. I'm not sure yet, but I think it seems only fair. So let's talk a little bit about conclusions. So these are some do's and don'ts of writing a good concluding paragraph. You should restate your thesis in a slightly different way. Try to make it sound new, even though it's not. Then you summarize your main ideas, and then you use a clincher, which is sort of the opposite of a hook. A clincher and a hook are like cousins. So look at your hook and see what you did there, and then try to close the essay out in a similar way. And this leaves your reader sort of thinking about your essay after they're done reading it. The things you shouldn't do, you shouldn't bring up new information. That's similar to like walking out of a meeting and on your way out the door dropping a bombshell on them. So don't do that. Your information is already all provided before your conclusion. Don't say thank you. Don't say goodbye. Okay? Don't talk to your reader. And don't fizzle out. A lot of times people will write these really great body paragraphs and really great introduction, and then their conclusion is like two sentences because they don't really know what to write. So this is a real paragraph. So do those 3 steps that are up in the do section, and don't fizzle out. Okay. I always compare those essays to these hands over here on the right. In some third world type places where there's a lot of inbreeding, they have these little sixth fingers like hanging off their pinkies, and it's a birth defect. But those fingers don't do anything; they just hang there. The people who have them don't have any control over these little pinkies. They serve absolutely no purpose. So some of your conclusions seem like one of those little extra fingers. They don't serve any purpose. They're just there, and they don't add anything to your essay. So make sure that your conclusion is not like one of those little extra fingers, okay? And then I'm going to have you watch this video on your own. This is another shmup video about writing a good conclusion. I've tried to provide a lot of information on conclusions because I know that a lot of people struggle with conclusions, with finding out what to write. So between the do's and don'ts in this video and the examples we're going to see, hopefully you'll have some direction. So I have 2 example conclusions for you to read through. Pay attention to the do's that you see in these. Go back to this slide. Look for the do's that we talked about in these 2 conclusions and kind of see how these people worked them out. And these are real conclusions that were written by kids in past years. Okay, so you can do this. And then there's another one here. And this conclusion example is actually from the same paper that used the imagine not knowing hook, and they kind of ended in a similar way. So when you're done watching this video and going through the slides on your own and watching the shmoop video, I want you to spend the rest of the period starting from wherever you left off and working, okay? You can't really ask me questions in person, but if you do have pressing questions that whoever is subbing can't ask, send me an email. I can't guarantee that I'll be quick to respond today because because I'm not feeling great, but I'm going to try to check the email pretty frequently. Okay. So get that done. That is all that I have for you today. And I will hopefully see you on Tuesday. I don't think this is COVID because I don't think COVID involves a lot of throwing up. So hopefully I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.